I could literally see there's Luke. Hello.
Hello there.
So, a couple of neat situations. We've got a couple of big balsams that are dying. Rob gave me the call on it there a while back. We've been working on this firewood pile. I think I'll back down here and we'll assess the situation, see if the wind is not going to hurt us, friends. But it's always nice to back down. This old pickup, this is what I like about stick shift, boy. Whoa, pretty bald tires, I'll tell you that right now. Now we drop her an R. And if you're going down a steep grade and your binders say aren't that great, there's a trick with these old 4x4s and it works like crazy, friends, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Because see, my front brakes are locking up. We're going down a grade. Watch this. 4 low. I just stuck that in 4 low. Now watch this. Boom. I can literally, see you later, Luke. Take care. I can leave. So now you're on your transmission. That's low range, friends. I'm literally, this truck will not go faster than this. Both my feet are off the gas. I'm teaching the young guys because not a lot of guys know this stuff. And this is why 4x4s are lovely. We're going down a steep grade on gravel. Now, if you got going a little quick and you needed to stop for some reason, you might slide, you might go to a place you don't want to. I'm literally just sitting here in low range. See the truck, Luke, it's going, oh.
Yep.
Oh. So these are just little tips I like to share about life because I know there's young fellers, and we're gonna send a couple of big balsams down here, depending if the wind's not too bad. It's been very warm, friends, so we brought a little water just because, a little can, fire protection. But we're going down now into almost a moist zone. You can almost see water in there, so fire down here is not a fear. I haven't touched my binders once coming down this hill, Luke.
No.
And these 2 balsams, actually they're right here. Here we are. We're actually at the trees. So this is good. So I'm gonna put her in first gear, drop it out, boom, we're here. Let's have a look. Down to have a look. We have a breeze blowing right back on us. It's quite top heavy. The snag will go like nothing. The only other option we have is up there. And Rob and I talked about this, didn't we, Robbie? Instead of sending it straight off its lean, we send it up in here, which would enable us to do what I always talk about, friends, is utilizing lean. We happen to have something that could do that job. On a 20, I would think this axe ended up at about 27 inches, pretty close to a 28 inch, 4.5 pound, well balanced. There's only one human being who has purchased this axe. And this is the Buck and Banger. And I'm proud of this little sucker. And we're very close to having it available for certain folks. We're still in a little bit of prototype stage, but we're very close. But the handle is ready. So I'm gonna let that snag go. I'll be able to see if I've got anything working for me this way, which I don't think I do. And if I decide to take this second one, it will definitely be, if you stand here, it has a lean going up and back. And I could possibly utilize the lean and roll it up to where we kind of came down creeping down that logging road. There's Robbie in there. So I'm gonna fire up. I think I'm gonna run the 72, the 572. It's been a while. I've got a bit of slashing to do and clearing around in there. So that'll be easier with the 572 than the 592, or pardon me, the 395, 394, pardon me. So I think I'll get in here and just clear this out and cut that big snag down. We'll cut that snag down. So I'll get fueled up and I'll be right back. regardless, I'm just going to stack wedges. Oh, hi. And we're going to get it in between gusts. We'll get it. Even if it sits there and I got wedges stacked in it, it's just going to sit there. Now, I got to tell you, it's been a while since I've tossed this on. I freaking love this thing. This is the Weaver. If you're looking for a fallen setup rigging, friends, go see Weaver. We'll put the description in the link. Go get their Legacy Fallen belt. I love this thing. I do. I used to hack. You guys know my story. I won't regurgitate it to you every time I try this, but I used to freaking throw my axe from tree to tree. I used to have it hanging out of my my back belt. A lot of fallers still do that. But I'm just going to say it again. Weaver, well done. We never wore these shoulder pads here in British Columbia. We just didn't do it. It wasn't a thing. I like it. I really do. I like it. I got my wedge banger here. I built this wedge banger so it fits right inside that freaking, oh dear. What just happened there? I mean, it's there. It's always there. It's right there. So I like it. Hey friends, you could probably see, well, some of you can, maybe not, but this is an EXL organ right out of the box, and I prefer them a couple filings in, but it's brand new, so it's not cut into exactly how I like it, but it's very acceptable. Okay, so you guys know the reason I didn't come through here like this? Because I never would have got my wood. If I had just started my cut here like this on the high side of the wood, or actually that was the high side, but this was the safest. This was where I could get my best cut in, was right here. But now, this thing, it should go up there. But that maple will have to go too. And this is going to be a bang. But with utilizing this lean, we could probably hang that sucker up there. If I go deeper, I'm changing my direction. It's ready to go. Okay, before we get cutting on the back cutter, we have a breeze back on us, friends. So the stumps are solid. I knew it from this first one. This one was leaning, just needed it out of my way really to get at this one. We have a steady breeze on us back. This tree, I've talked about this a million times on the channel and I won't stop talking about it, is utilizing lean. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to bang this tree because this wind is pushing us back. But I've utilized its lean. The bow of the wood goes in like this, but make no mistake, it's going back. But this tree's cut up, there's no Dutchman in it. It's lean and mean. If you look in there real close, Luke, you'll see a little bit of stuff at the top. See that? That's nothing. I'll show you what I mean by that. This is a lovely power saw. This is what I mean. See this little, see that little bit right there?
Yeah.
But do you know why that doesn't matter right now? Because it's not an apex. It's the folder.
Right.
It's the folder. There's that space in there. There's that gap right there. It's not like this. There's a gap. So it doesn't matter. Could I clean it out? Of course, and I probably will. But it's not needed here in this case. let these balsams sit on you, you're cooked. You're cooked. Get the seed. Get the seed. That axe lifts freaking wood, man. So,
it's a nice stump.
yeah, this one had to be. Balsam this is soaking wet. Soaking wet. So, in this case, here's a broken wedge. I knew that was coming. I didn't even have to double. Well, I did double up. I doubled up there and then I broke the wedge. But so if you look at that, friends, I'm in a seam and I'm on the low side of the wood. See that? The wood was leaning this way. So I lift the low side and my hinge wood is even. A lot of guys will go down and take all their holding wood at the bottom and then they're really fighting themselves. I had enough bar. You see what I'm saying? If you've got enough bar, utilize your lean. So this is what I mean by having enough bar. See?
Yeah.
I've got enough bar, so I can feed the top plate and swing it around that way instead of going down and gobbling all my bottom wood like I had to do on this big one. So I looked at this the other day, friends. I looked at this job the other day and made a plan. So I really like this saw, Luke.
Yeah.
It's a stock chain. This is a stock. So, two fairly big balsams, but you see that notch I was talking about, Luke? Come in
Yep.
here on that.
Yep.
See this? So here is where the convex was, the apex, I call it. It's a good looking stump. I'll be honest, it's a good looking stump. Came out nice. I had to be bang on. This one, I try to shoot for good stumps all the time, but this one I just needed to get the wood cut up on my safe side of the tree. When I was on my safe side for my finish cut, I just needed to know that I had this wood eaten up. Does that make sense, Luke?
Yeah.
I've talked to you about this before. I needed to know that this wood was gone, or it'll just sit there and could do weird things on its way. So that's why I came in here first, then went around to the safe side and finished up over there. Here, this was the safe side, and this was the low side. So again, friends, let me know if any of this helps you or makes sense to you. Right dead square in the hole. I think the road's clean. We'll go up and have a look. Yeah, it was actually the other trees. You dirty dog.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Well, I must say I do really enjoy cutting trees down. And I get asked, friends, lots, where did you get your, what files are you using? What are those pants? And I would just usually answer the question, but I don't know how to do any of that. I can barely copy and paste things. So Luke is going to help us with that, friends. Keep an eye on the description. There will be links for things you guys asked me for now. The files, the Arbortech pants. Arbortech provided us with the link. Weaver. So I'm going to start to learn, well, I'll be honest, Luke is, because I'm not. I'll be too busy cutting. But he's making it easier for everyone that comes here to find these products. The square file, lots of folks were asking about the square file the other day. So we put that in there for you, and people are using it. So that's great. But anyways, friends, just a quick thank you for watching the videos. We love you and appreciate your viewership. Our members, quick shout out to our members group. You can join members. And there was one other thing. There's always work hard, be honest, and be kind, because I believe that's the recipe, especially for young men. Start now, fellas. Start now. If there's something you like and you enjoy and you feel really good when you do it, it's your life. I mean, it's your life. So do that thing. And if you don't know what that thing is yet, do some other things and that thing will show up. I'll guarantee you it will. Work hard, be honest, be kind. Thank you for being here.